also protected. So this morning, we are privileged to have the dignitaries amongst us to do this vaccination, to show the whole nation that it is a safe thing to do, to protect us, just like we've been doing for our children. We give them immunization so that when the disease comes, the disease will not be able to overcome them. As they do the immunization, what you got to know is that we were trained to do this immunization. Those who do the immunization, they wash their hands, they sanitize it, and do the immunization. Don't be surprised to see that they are not in gloves. That is the protocol, and that's the training that was given. And we want to assure the whole nation that the vaccination is safe, and our leaders are taking the good example for us all to take it, for us to be protected. You are all welcome for this very august occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doc. At this juncture, we will invite the doctors to take their position, and His Excellency, the Vice President, will make some very brief remarks before he goes to join the doctors, first for his registration, and then for his inoculation. And then he will be joined by the second lady also to be registered, and then she will take her vaccination as well. You want to move the mic to him? You want to move the mic to him?
Thank you very much, Minister Designate, for information. Second Lady, Minister Designate for Interior, IGP, the Minister Designate for Health, members, senior officers and commissioners of police, media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We are here this morning to take vaccinations. This morning, His Excellency the President took the lead, and under his leadership and with the support of our partners, Ghana became the first country in the world to benefit from the COVAX facility, which is open to about 92 low and middle income countries. And Ghana is the first country to have benefited from that facility. And it is under the leadership of the President and the hard work of the Ghana Health Service staff and members of the task force that the President has put together that Ghana has had the opportunity to have this. We are taking this vaccine today to assure the public and Ghanaians in general that it is safe. It is safe to be immunized by this, to take this vaccine. And that safety, the Food and Drugs Authority has really assured us, and we are very confident in the safety of this vaccine. And that is why the President took the lead to take this vaccine, and we are following in that stead, and it will then go on with all the health service workers, security agencies, and essential workers, and so on. So we are asking all Ghanaians to be cooperative in this process of vaccination. It's going to take some time. Our goal is to immunize about 20 million Ghanaians. That is the target for this year. And so we will start. Every long journey will begin with a step, and we will take our steps towards that. So we ask for your patience, we ask for your cooperation as we go. But please don't listen to the naysayers who want to spread conspiracy theories about this vaccine. As the President said last night, it is not going to change your DNA or have all these effects that they are talking about in the conspiracies. Please, this is to protect the health of our people in Ghana. It is to protect all of us, protect our economy, so that we move forward. So it is in our collective interest that we take this vaccine. So far, we've approved 2, the Sputnik and the AstraZeneca, and more will be coming by the grace of God. So let us all cooperate and get this thing done. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. His Excellency the Vice President will now move to the registration desk to the left and will be registered. He will later be followed by the second lady. So first is the registration. Every person who would be vaccinated will first be registered onto the electronic database. That database will help us to know when your second shot is due, when and how to send you a message that your second shot is due. And it is subsequent to the registration that you proceed to take the vaccination. The AstraZeneca vaccine is in 2 shots. And so for every person taking that vaccine, you will take a first, and then about 8 weeks later, take a second. His Excellency the Vice President is done with the registration. Colleagues in the media, please stay behind the media perimeter. Please stay behind the media perimeter so that all your other colleagues can get a good view of His Excellency the Vice President.
Having just registered his name among those who will be taking the vaccination injection, is now being prepared for the injection itself. A couple of minutes ago, about some 30 minutes ago, the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was the first person in the whole of the land to take that vaccine. And that moment has arrived. The medical officer injecting the Vice President, and there it goes, deep into his skin. The Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, in the full glare of TV cameras, live on TV, streaming on social media throughout the country and throughout the world, for everyone to see that this vaccine is safe, to the extent that the President himself has submitted himself to be vaccinated, to the extent that the Vice President and his wife, Hajja Samira Bawumia, currently also being taken through the registration process by the medical officers. She will also soon be vaccinated, and we heard the announcement from the Minister for Information Designate indicating that the COVAX vaccine is in 2 shots, and so the registration is pretty much very necessary so as people can be tracked and reminded to come for the second shot. Ghana is the first country to have received the COVAX vaccines, 600,000 of them earlier last week. They arrived on an Emirates airline flight at the Kotoka International Airport. Of course, last night the President did address the nation, and he did say that he knew that there were still some who continued to
10 minutes. The Minister Designate for the Interior will make the closing remarks. He informs me that he'll be taking his shot right afterwards today. My uncle, the Health Minister, will take his tomorrow alongside all other health workers, including the President's Advisor on Health, the Director General of the Ghana Health Service, and Dr. Achiano himself. Mrs. Mimidaku, the head of the FDA herself, she certified all of this. She will take it as well. The WHO country rep, they would all take theirs. My understanding is from tomorrow. And so the Ghana Police Hospital will hand over a card to, well, yes, the wife of the Vice President has just finished taking her shot. The Ghana Police Hospital will hand over the card to His Excellency, the Vice President. That is evidence that you have been vaccinated, sir. And so they prepared a card also for the wife of the Vice President. And at this juncture, may I invite the Minister responsible for the Interior to make the closing remarks.
Thank you, Minister Designate, for Hey, no, please. That's my boss. Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Excellency, the Second Lady, the Ministers Designate, Information, Health, IGP, Controller General, members of the Presidential COVID Task Force present, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media. It is a privilege for me to say a big thank you to His Excellency the Vice President for coming to grace this occasion. As he has said, it's leadership by example. His Excellency the President took his vaccination earlier today at the 37 Military Hospital with the First Lady, and we have the privilege of watching the second gentleman and the second lady of this country also take their vaccination. Just as happened at the military hospital, the Minister Designate for Defense followed the example to assure the military leadership that he's with the President in showing this example. And after His Excellency departs, I would also do it to assure the IGP that we are prepared to demonstrate so that he can follow, and the police and the other security agencies would be assured that it's okay. I think that we all have to praise God for the excellent and exemplary leadership that we have by His Excellency the President and the Vice President. And so I would say to all of you, thank you for coming here to observe this very, very important event, which should now be a starter for what is going to happen tomorrow, to be led by other leaders. So, Excellency the Vice President, Excellency Second Lady, I say thank you very much for coming to exhibit this exemplary leadership. God bless you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister Designate for the Interior. We will present a card to the wife of the Vice President as evidence that she has been vaccinated as well. Shall we rise as His Excellency the Vice President takes leave of us? And when the Minister Designate for the Interior is done with him, he will come back and take a shot.
Why you emphasize it? Why you emphasize it?
So President Akufo-Addo and Vice President Bawumia have both received the first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine this Monday morning, whilst President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo received his shot at the 37 Military Hospital. The Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia has just received his at the Police Hospital here in Accra as well. And we have been told about the rollout plan that will ensure that all frontline workers, especially within the health sector, will be vaccinated as well. Of course, we know that the President and the Vice President both took the vaccines together with their spouses, the First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, as well as the wife of the Vice President, Mrs. Samira Bawumia. Well, this marks the beginning of the deployment of more than, so it's exactly 600,000 doses of AstraZeneca vaccines, which we are told that the rollout plan actually starts from tomorrow, 2nd March, until 15th March by the Ghana Health Service. They will be responsible. The Vice President, after having taken his shot, is leaving. We here at GBC will ensure that we give you details about the rollout plan subsequently in our various programs. Do stick and stay with us here even as we roll out. We'll let you know what the rollout plan is and how you can also make yourself available to be vaccinated. And we'll also ensure that we bring you information about all the designated places where you can get vaccinated. And that'll be it for now, as we've witnessed the Vice President taking his shot. This was streamed on social media as well and has been live on TV to assure the rest of Ghana and indeed the rest of the world that it is safe enough for the President, the First Gentleman of the land and the Second Gentleman of the land, together with their spouses, to both take the vaccines. The Minister Designate for Interior indicates that right after seeing off the Vice President, he will be back to take us as well. We've been told about the rollout plan, but here at GBC, we will ensure that we bring you all the details you need to have.